All right, everybody, welcome back to the show, baby. This is the Rock and Roll Rebel Show. We're the greatest show climbing up in the world right now. We are blowing up. The numbers are looking great. Y'all are liking up a lot of stuff we're doing. And it's because we're out here trying to give you the real news. That's the only way we're going to get through all this nonsense. You saw what they did to the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore, Maryland. I'm going to show you a video. It doesn't make sense. None of it makes sense. Like, if you see the bridge footage, it looks like they're going under the low part on the right-hand side when they should be going into the middle, and then it does a big turn to slam right into the bridge. And now we know there's hazardous materials in the bridge, in the water that it was carrying. So there's lithium batteries. Who knows what else is in there? But we also got P. Diddy. Where's Puffy? Where's Puffy at, bro? Where's Puffy? Puff Daddy, hello? Hello?
Look at this dumb motherfucker.
And then, of course, you got the Candace Owens and Ben Shapiro from the Daily Wire. I guess she got fired. You know what I'm saying? Candace Owens got fired from the Daily Wire. So we're going to discuss all this. Ben Shapiro, he loves Israel, and Candace Owens was giving pushback. You know what I'm saying? She wanted to show a little bit of love to Gaza and the genocide going on. So we're going to touch all this. But I'm still curious about this Puff Daddy thing. They got pink cocaine out now. They got Young Miami is his girlfriend. I don't know if she still is. She was holding the pink cocaine. I think pink cocaine is like ecstasy and cocaine mixed together and some other stuff. I mean, the streets is wild. The streets are always talking. The streets are always watching. So we're going to try to break it all down for you. We'll try to give you the real news. That's what we're out here doing. Trump got a gag order and all that stuff with the Stormy Daniels case coming up. I don't know why they want to talk about some old-ass case about Stormy Daniels. We already know. Trump did his business, and he gave her an NDA and said, shut up. We don't care. We're still voting Trump. We're still voting Trump, so the media's breaking down. I don't know if the bridge was a Black Swan event to get all this stuff out the news with Hunter Biden and all that, and with his sugar brother Morris guy, who buys all his paintings, pays all his taxes. There's a big Democrat rally going on in Radio City Music Hall because they know Joe Biden's going down. They're going to have Barack Obama and Bill Clinton. It's $10,000 a plate to get in and enjoy yourself. So they're trying to rack up all the money because that's what they need. They need the media to pump, and the media wants money. So when you saw what they did to Ronna McDaniel, Romney, she dropped her last name as Romney. I think she married Mitt Romney's son. She was the head of the RNC. She was trash. She didn't help out. But now we got Laura Trump, and then Scott Pressler's there. Scott Pressler is he's the man of the people. He's out there on the streets, getting people to register and vote. So that should be good for us. We got to harvest ballots, I guess. I mean, they're harvesting ballots. They're getting ballots from shady places. That's what we need to do. Their big poll was out today that Donald Trump is up 5% if you were to vote today. It wouldn't matter if I had to vote yesterday, today, or tomorrow. We voting Trump. We still voting Trump. That's the only way we're going to get out this mess. Don't forget you in the jungle. Oh my, I hit the wrong button. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Protect yourselves at all times. That's rule number one here at the Rock and Roll Rebel Show or the Dan Scott Show. Should we be the Dan Scott Show? I don't know. Maybe we change it out, be the Dan Scott Show, because I don't know if you can search Rock and Roll Rebel. Let me know, chat. Let me know, chat. Put it in there. We're trying to stay copyright free. We're just out here trying to win, baby. Out here trying to win. So let's get into all this stuff. I mean, let's just get into the main video, because like when we woke up the other day, we saw that the bridge collapsed, the Key Bridge, the Francis Scott Key Bridge. That was the guy that wrote the Star Spangled Banner. I got a great video on my TikTok about that. Gives you the history of that. And we woke up and we're like, what the hell happened? A boat ran into it. And then, like, this was the first video that everybody was seeing. It had, like, the yellow graphics talking about power outages and stuff like that. So we're going to go through the first video that we saw, and then we'll figure out what really happens. And then there's sped up videos of it that sort of break it down a little bit more. But this was the original version that we saw. And let's pull this up, because none of this makes no sense to me. None of this makes no sense to me, if you're asking me. It seems shady. I mean, I just don't understand, because they have a person at every port, I guess, that knows the port, knows the waterways, the channels, the buoys and all that. This person drives the boat. I guess I don't know if they show up on a tugboat and then climb up on the boat, and then they drive the boat and, like, park it, essentially. So I don't even know if that's for cruise liners too also. I don't know. But here at the Rock and Roll Rebel Show, we're going to break it down and we're going to find out together. So let's put this video up. This was the original one that they've been pumping the whole time. It's sped up a little bit because the boat is cruising at like 8 knots, which is basically around like 9-something miles an hour. So whatever a knot is, you just add like a mile, I guess. So 8. So if it's 16, it's 18 miles an hour. You know what I'm saying? It's something like that. I don't know. I'm not a boater, baby. Let me get a boat. You like and sub up, I'll get a boat. We'll go out on the boat together and we'll have a lot of fun. You know what I'm saying? We'll go out there and do some boat stuff. But here's the video right here. Let's pull this up. And we're going to play this. And we'll go over it all one by one and see what we think. Because, it just seems a little suspect. Seems like sabotage. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I should have the Beastie Boys song playing in the background. But here we go. Let's watch it. As you can see right here, the boat is entering the harbor. And now look like it's coming here, right, under this bridge. But it should be coming under this big part right here. And then, like, look, the lights are out. But I think, like, the other lights are on, right? I see lights on the boat. It's still moving, but it makes a quick turn now, right? Then the lights come back on. Then they got the black smoke up there. Then the power's off, but there's still light there. So was it a cyber attack? And then the whole rear end just turns and just smash. And bam, it hits the bridge. And boom. Was there smoke over here? Felt like I saw smoke over there. I don't know. Let's watch it again. Doesn't make no sense. So there's the boat coming in. Does it look like it's going to make underneath this first one? See where the power loss is? Does it look like it wants to come under here? But this is the biggest right here. This is the biggest gap. It should be going under there. And it looks like it's heading like over here. You know what I'm saying? If you see the mouse, then it's coming over here. I don't even know if you can see the mouse. But yeah, that don't make a lot of sense. Because it looks like the whole ass. Is that the stern or the bow? The bow's the back, right? The bow's the back, the stern's the front. And bam, there goes the bridge. So now we see that. We see that right there, right? We see that. Now we're going to show you another version, because there's all types of versions of it out there. And you're wondering, like, what the hell's going on? And, like, yeah, you saw a video. There was, like, some video on the guy, like, no shot. It looked like some furs washed up on shore. But like I said, there's, like, hazardous materials that have fallen down from there. And then here's another version of it. Here's the version that is sped up. That's 8 times fast. And then you even had Top G out there, Andrew Tate, talking about it looks like a cyber attack. Now look at this version. Now this version looks like a completely different version, because we woke up with that. That's what they were running with. And I don't know if they thought that the American patriots out there like ourselves are out here are going to wonder what's going on, because we question everything now these days. That's the only thing we can do. So let's play this video here. And this is sped up. So it's going to go a lot faster instead of all that waiting. Because the other one was sped up. But I think it may be like 4 times. This is 8 times. Now tell me this don't look shady. See? It's just like the whole rear end just comes out and bam. Look at that. And the smokestack up there, is that them banging the throttle? But then they said they gave out Mayday calls. Well, wouldn't you do that if you're doing like a terrorist attack and you want to keep it real? You'd be like, Mayday, Mayday, I lost control of my boat. My boat lost control. And here's the thing, too, I want to know. I want to know who the pilot was. We haven't said anything about the crew. Who was the guy, the local guy on ground? Because there's a local guy that's on ground there who drives the boats everywhere. So I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It seems shady. And then whenever the United States government comes out and tells you, it's not this or not that, and they gave a press conference tonight, and then there's also been a couple more press conferences about the mayor was out there, the governor was out there. Baltimore's in trouble. Baltimore needs to start voting Republican to get cleaned up a little bit because the Inner Harbor, the Baltimore Ravens, that's the only spot you can really go into. Of course, John Hopkins is out there. I've been to John Hopkins out there. Been to the Ravens Stadium. I went to the old Baltimore Orioles Stadium, Memorial Stadium, I believe it was. So, I mean, it's a nice little city, but it's crime infested. And they had this big-ass port out there. So it's going to be tough, too, because how long is it going to take us to build that bridge? 4 years? I feel like China could build that bridge in like 30 days. They would have that bridge up. You know what I'm saying? They would have been cleared it out by, I don't know, they would probably clear it out by tomorrow or 2 days from now. It'll be Friday, right? Because it's Wednesday. And Friday, they would have had it cleared out. Unfortunately, it looks like some people passed away. There's construction workers on there. I guess they were in a truck trapped in there. I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? When you get submerged, you got to wait for the water to come in and pressurize everything so you can open the door. Maybe they didn't have anything to break out a window. Don't know what's going on. You know, it's Baltimore. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? They got those old things they say about some people can't swim. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm just out here being me.
Look at this dumb motherfucker.
But here's a picture of it in the daylight. We're out here in the daylight now. And it looks completely different. It looks completely different. And I'm curious about here in the daylight why there's no security. There's no boats. It looks like there's no boats. I just saw this today a little bit ago. But there's like no ambulances, no nothing, no boats in the water for rescue. So that makes it shady too, right? Does that not make it shady? I mean, is it me? Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Let me know, chat. Let me know, chat. Get up in here. Tell me how you feel. But here we go. Here it is. The sun is coming up, and we're breaking light, baby. But there's no rescue out there. Look at that. There's no rescue. The whole bridge is demolished. Look at that. The whole thing collapsed. I don't know why it fell off the other beams, too, but this is wild. And there it is on the containers. I mean, look at all those containers, man. Those are like trains. You know, when I go by the big box cars, 18-wheelers, they put those on tractor-trailer beds and roll out. But all this was the export, right? This was the export, I believe, and it was going out to India or something. And who knows what was on there? Cars. But they had hazardous materials on here. And this bridge is very important because this is where all the work trucks come. This bridge is for all the work trucks, everything. It's not a big commuter. It's not a big commuter way. You know what I'm saying? It's mostly work vehicles that cross that bridge. Workers, stuff like that. But that looks crazy. That looks crazy. So, God rest the souls that they lost their lives on that bridge. And hopefully we can get down to the bottom of all that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a little shady. It's a little shady. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit. A little bit what's going on with everything. But that's just me. That's just me. That's what we doing out here. But let's get into Puff Daddy, baby. Where's Puffy? Where's Puffy at, huh? Has anybody seen Puff Daddy? Has anybody seen Puff Daddy? Huh? Huh? I don't know what's going to happen with Puffy. But basically his houses got raided, as we know. His houses got raided. Today, we find out his drug mule got arrested. He was the one supplying pills. There's stuff about Young Miami. 50 Cent baby mama was up in the court documents too, saying that they were all working for Puffy. They were turning out tricks. So it's weird. It's real weird how deep it's going to go. Puffy's been a Fed. You know, Kanye told you he was a Fed. So I don't even know how to get on this. I mean, but Puff Daddy going down. Puff Daddy looks like he's going down. Hopefully Puffy don't do nothing stupid. But here's Puffy's neighbor out here. This is neighbor. And he out here dry snitching in a Bentley. I didn't know we did that. But Puffy was, here's the whole thing about Sean Diddy Combs. Sean Diddy Combs was the Democrat. He was their man. He was the Democrat man. Because if you go back, Vote or Die was Puff Daddy. He supported Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton. He came out against Trump. He had an interview with Charlemagne. So he was the guy that tried to get other rappers in line. Like when Kanye was speaking out, Puff Daddy would call him. So I think like Puff Daddy was basically their mule of the Democrat Party to control black people, rappers and stuff like that. Because Puffy, I guess, he had a name for himself. But Puffy's been in a lot of trouble. He got in trouble with J-Lo. Shine went to jail for Puffy because they were shooting people up in the club. So basically, I think Puff Daddy was using the Democrats. The Democrats were using him. They were all getting rich together. And that's what it comes down to. And I don't know what happened, but somebody had to snitch. Somebody had to come forward. I mean, I don't know if it had to do with the Cassidy case because that was a few months ago where Puff Daddy paid her right away. But I think the Little Rod case is what blew it open because he was saying, they were supplying, they were putting stuff in their drinks. People pass out, they get real loopy, and then they wake up and P. Diddy's on top of you. That's scary. That's very scary. That's I don't know what's worse. Bill Cosby waking up on top of you or Puff Daddy. You know what I'm saying? You're like, what the fuck is going on here? I'm putting cases on every single one of y'all. You know what I'm saying? But here we go. This is a neighbor, supposedly. I mean, he's in a Bentley. It looks like he's in Puffy's neighborhood. But he driving by, the passenger comes out talking about buses of people just showing up to Puffy's house at 3 a.m. 3 a.m. So, I don't know. Let's play this. It don't make no sense. Nothing makes no sense no more. I'm telling you. Zero things make sense. Zero. But here we go.
Yeah, tell him stop bringing all the minors over here late at night. I live right next to him. He do too much. It be like buses, like big ass buses. You just see all type of shit hop out. Especially at nighttime, like around 3 o'clock in the morning. It gets wild. I'm his neighbor. When my basketball go over there, I just let it be because I don't want to knock on it.
He said when his basketball goes over there, he just lets it be. He don't want to get in no trouble. But he's saying there's busloads of minors coming over there or something like that. 3 a.m. Puffy's been known to do that, like on Drink Champs. I mean, I brought this up before, but Drink Champs, I love Drink Champs, Noriega, and DJ Effin. They out here interviewing Puffy. No, was it? Yeah, it was Puffy. No, Puffy was it Drink Champs? I don't know. But Puffy was trying to party with Fabulous. You know what I'm saying? He's like, we party, but I want a party. And then there's also like an intern. Puffy had interns that come in, and Puffy said, if you don't come home with me tonight, then your internship is over. All this stuff is on the internet. I don't know what to believe, what not to believe. But I believe Pac and I believe 50. So we're gonna keep putting the hammer down on Puffy, and he's just, you know what I'm saying? He's just been the whole Democrat guy, and he interviewed Barack when he was a senator and stuff like that. He was down with Hillary Clinton. Here's Diddy right here, and then Barack looks a little messed up here. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know if Barack was lit up, but here's Puffy. This is like back in Vote or Die days. Probably like 2006, 2004. I don't know. This is before. This Barack was just a senator from Illinois. This is, a young Barry. It's a young Barry with his Hawaii birth certificate. You know what I'm saying? Who knows if that's real? I believe Trump on that too now. But I always back Trump on that. And I remember being on MySpace and campaigning against Barack Obama because there was all that stuff going on about him, that he's not a citizen. Hussein was his middle name. He wouldn't wear like an American pen back in the day on his suit jacket. So let's play this, see what Diddy got to say.
Like what you care about, or whether it reflects what the fat cats care about, and that's what voting's all about.
I want to say to you right now, while you're in front of me, sir, that right there makes sense. You know, I've been hearing a lot of bull today. I have been disenfranchised all day because I'm asking questions. They not answering my questions. This is how young people feel. When you want to be the president of the United States, you call your man, call MTV. We're gonna give you a platform. We're gonna give you a way to speak because you on to something, kid.
Well,
you on to something. You making sense to me. You got me. I am franchised. I'm not disenfranchised no more. And we gonna keep it nonpartisan, but we gotta applaud when somebody's making sense, because we've been all around, all over, speaking to politicians, and this is what we call real talk. This is what Pete. Now y'all understand why we vote. We're gonna edit everybody else ass out and just run his. Yeah,
I appreciate y'all.
That's Puffy interviewing Barack Hussein Obama with a birth certificate from Hawaii. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? America got to wake up, and we got to wake up. I mean, we just got anybody taking over the White House, it seems like. So there's Puffy there. So Puffy was the Democrats' right-hand man. He was the get out for the black vote and all that, to make them think they're cool. And Puffy, he got power from that. So maybe now they're saying he's worse than Harvey Weinstein. He's worse than Jeffrey Epstein. I don't think he's worse than Jeffrey Epstein. I think Jeffrey Epstein was on a whole nother global level with politicians. But Puffy would have these freak out parties, and he had a lot of famous people come there. A lot of famous people. And they said he had cameras everywhere. So I don't know if the Department of Homeland Security went in there just to get those tapes to make sure they don't get out. I don't know. It's just a crazy world. And then here's the raid inside Puffy's house. This is the raid in Puffy's house right here. This is the aftermath. Of course, TMZ gets it. They get everything for some strange reason. I guess because they rock that star. You know what I'm saying? You rock that star, you get everything. But here it is. It looks like a normal Fed place that got tossed. So they tossing everything, looking for everything. They take all your computers, your electronics. Looks like Puffy had a white chair, a white desk. They go through your cabinets. Yeah, they toss everything, grab stuff. I don't see anything too crazy. Got kid stuff, yeah, so he's going to have kids' bears there and stuff. He's got shoes there, some slides. They cracked the safe. That's easy. Look how quick they crack a safe. Who knows what's in there? Just random stuff. Looks like checkbooks or something. I don't know. A couple books, key fob to start a car. They went through the bags and all that. But, what are you going to do? Your house just got tossed. They're out here saying you got sex trafficked. They got his drug mule, like I said. And there was another curious person, too, that was there that looked like it was on the ground, that was in handcuffs, another white person. So, I don't know. I don't know what Puffy do, but I know he's shady. He's shady. You know what I'm saying? He's shady. But I want to get into this, too. I wanted to get into this. There's a lot of stuff we can get into. We're just out here rambling on right now, but we're trying to keep it short and sweet. But I saw this Kareem Jean-Pierre, the White House spokesperson, the lady that comes out. She was interviewing it on a radio show in North Carolina. She called into a local show in North Carolina, and they wanted to ask questions. So this is why the panic's setting in. The panic is setting in for Washington, D.C. Like I said, Barack and Bill Clinton are going to be at Radio Music City Hall tomorrow. They got a big fundraiser there. It's $10,000 a plate. They're going to generate money because they're going to have to pump ads everywhere. YouTube, TikTok, Facebook. Any type of social media is going to be pumped with Joe Biden and how Trump is bad. Trump is bad. But we know Trump is facing it's all bullshit for Trump. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to say he overflated his house and all that. The Stormy Daniels stuff coming on. The election looking for votes in Georgia. It's all nonsense. And we see that Hunter Biden and everybody else can get away with stuff. We saw Jon Stewart today. Jon Stewart, he out here inflating his property. His property was only worth $1.8 million on a tax assessment, but he sold the house for 17. So they're gonna lock up all Jon Stewart's money? Hell no, because he's one of them. But let me just play this real quick clip of Corinne Jean-Pierre, the White House spokesperson for Joe Biden. She out here wilding out. She just hung up on him. Because I guess they don't like hearing the truth. And the people are speaking, baby. The streets are talking. We winning, baby. Trump, baby. Trump, 2021.
When I told a number of people that I was talking to you today, it was interesting, though. They all said, would you please just ask her, does the president have dementia? And so before I move on from that, does he?
Mark, I can't even believe you're asking me this question. That is an incredibly offensive question to ask.
But you know people ask it.
Wait, no. You, Mark, you're taking us down this rabbit hole. Let me be very clear about this. For the past several years, the president's physician has laid out in a comprehensive way the president's health. This is a president, if you watch him every day, if you really pay attention to his record and what he has done, you will see exactly how focused he's been on the American people, how historic his actions has been. And so I'm not even going to truly, really, take the premise of your question. I think it is incredibly insulting, and so we can move on to the next question.
Gas prices and grocery prices, then big topics here in North Carolina. How does Mr. Biden win votes when people don't have as much disposable income?
Look, the president understands. He grew up in a middle-class family, working-class family in Scranton, Pennsylvania. He gets it. He understands how difficult it is for Americans who are sitting around their kitchen table every month trying to figure out what they're going to pay for. You have to remember when the president walked into this administration, there were multiple crises happening. There was COVID. There was the economy was in the tailspin because of the last administration, because of what the President Trump left us with. Now you're asking me about gas prices. The president took action on gas prices. Let's not forget Russia's invasion on Ukraine skyrocketed prices of gas. And because the president took action, we are in a different place than we were a year ago on gas prices. Eggs, milk, seafood products, all the important groceries, those costs have gone down because of what this president has been able to do. And with that, thank you so much, Mark. Have an amazing, amazing day.
Wow. She hung up. Wow.
She just hung up the phone, baby. She just hung up the phone. Yeah. We winning, baby. We winning. They know we winning. That's why they self-destructing themselves, and that's why they're knocking over bridges. That's why they're shooting up theaters in Russia. It's dark days ahead, I guess. I mean, today, officially, it's 222 days away from the election. So you got to get out and vote, baby. You got to like and subscribe. Can y'all like and subscribe? Can y'all like and subscribe, huh? Let's do that. We got to like and subscribe. And let's close out with this. The whole Ben Shapiro, Candace Owens thing doesn't make no sense. And Ben Shapiro, he's he loves the Jews. He loves his people. He shills for them. He told you to take the vaccine. He said it was safe and effective. I don't fuck with Ben Shapiro. Never have. I guess Matt Walsh is okay, but I don't really mess around with the Daily Wire because it's always nonsense. I try to find real ones. And the same thing with Steven Crowder coming out now. You see the Mug Club. I don't know, because he's got Brian Callen over there now. A couple of the original OGs left. But here's what don't make no sense, because Piers Morgan asked Ben Shapiro what's going on with Candace Owens, and he don't want to answer it. So, I mean, Ben Shapiro's a tiny little man. He's a tiny little man with big thoughts for his people. He's more like Israel first than he is American first, but he's born here. And let's just play this because I thought this was nonsense. None of this made no sense. So, I mean, if I have a company and I fire somebody, I know why I fired that person. I can tell you why I fired that person. But he wants to dilly-dally around. So, Candace Owens, stay blessed. I hope that beautiful, strong woman lands on her feet, which she will. I mean, she's a winner. So, she's going to have her YouTube page. She's going to have her social media. She's going to blow up. And she's going to be bigger than ever. And hopefully she gets something on Joe Rogan. She'll probably launch something with Rogan and stuff like that. But let's just play this because I'm going on way too long. I like to keep it down around here. You know what I'm saying? I like to keep it short and sweet. You know, like your nightly news. Give you 30 minutes, bang, bang. And then you can go to bed or whatever, watch it in the morning. But let's pull this up right here and watch this. None of this made no sense to me.
One of the consequences of this war has been a lot of very high passions on both sides, a lot of angry disagreements. You and your company have been at the center of a very high-profile one at the moment with Candace Owens, who's now left Daily Wire. Was she fired, or did she leave of her own volition?
I'm not going to speak to this topic, Piers.
At all?
At all.
You can't give me any insight into why she departed?
No hints, no nothing. I'm not going to speak to this.
Can I ask why?
I mean, you can ask.
No, I'm not. Can I ask why you don't want to say anything?
Again, you can ask.
I'm only curious because I know what a staunch defender of free speech you are, and it would surprise me if it had been someone's opinions that would make you want to part company with them, however contentious.
I mean, suffice it to say, the only thing I will say is what I've said all along with regard to Candace or with regard to any of our other hosts. I am not in hiring and firing position with the Daily Wire. I'm a co-founder of the Daily Wire. I'm a co-owner of the Daily Wire. I'm not actually in management. Jeremy Boring and Caleb Robinson are in management positions with regard to Candace or anyone else. And as far as the free speech situation, what I will say is that no company has the obligation to literally pay anyone. The Daily Wire is a publisher. It is not a platform. I've never called for Candace or anyone else for that matter to be banned from YouTube, to be banned from X, to be banned from any platform. That's a different story, obviously, when it comes to any publisher. Any publisher gets to make decisions about what it wishes to purvey and not.
I mean, I'm just not going to labour this, but one more point I would make is it's been reported extensively that the reason for her departure was because her comments have been perceived by people at the Daily Wire as anti-Semitic.
Again, I'm not going to comment on this, Piers.
He'll go down swinging for the Jews, baby. He'll go down swinging for the Jews. He'll say, fuck America. And then Candace Owens is out there fighting all those rabbis and all that. But you know what I'm saying? What are we going to do? What are we going to do, America? Get up, get out and vote. Register to vote. Call your friends. Call everybody. You got to get them out and vote. Get them out and vote. That's the only way we're going to get out this mess. That's the only way, baby. You know what I'm saying? Huh? That's what we got to do, baby. That's what we got to do. So, thanks for tuning in, baby. This is the jungle. Protect yourselves at all times. And we out of here, baby. I'll see you all tomorrow. Stay blessed. Friday's around the corner, baby. Whoop, whoop.